Today on CWN, we will begin spotlighting some of our CTE programs.
And today, livestock production is producing piglets. I'm Lauren.
And I'm Emma, and today is Tuesday, February 25th, 2025.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
We have a new tradition here beginning on CWN, spotlighting one of our fellow CTE programs. This week, we want to acknowledge our game design class.
Hey cats, I'm Leona, and we're going to be discussing game design with Mr. Eason. So what is game designing?
So game design is going to be the process of brainstorming, storyboarding, designing, and then of course actually programming out and testing, of course, something that would essentially be a program that you would be interactive in playing it. So it has a lot of different steps to the actual creation of the game, right? There's a lot of different actual layers that go into game design. One person can make a game, but the big games that you see, the Call of Duty, the Elder Scrolls and all that, they have enormous teams of people. And so there's certain people that do just the artwork and assets. There's certain people that do the programming. There's certain people that do the bug fixing and testing. And so it involves a lot of different layers, but ultimately it's just the process of creating a game from absolutely nothing often.
Nice. And what education do you need for it?
So bachelor's degree in some kind of programming, computer science is often recommended. I will say in a lot of the STEM and programming related stuff, even like graphic design, the degree helps you get a job, but it's not required. I always say to my kids, programming is one thing that you could end up actually getting a career in if you just have a really good portfolio you've learned on your own and you interview well. Then you could likely get in a job doing what you want with that.
Mm-hmm. And what do you think game designing brings for the future?
So, of course, games are awesome. Everybody, loves games. They've got them on their phones now. Way back when Facebook started, they had Farmville that they put into Facebook, and then everybody loved Farmville, and now they've got all these little idle games on, computer and phone and things like that. So I think there's a really good way that you could incorporate games and gaming elements into things like education. Everybody loves little review games when we do those, other than just the teacher standing up in the front of the board and go, okay, what is this? Okay, here, write it down. And of course, the technical aspect, getting more people interested in STEM is always good because everything has computers. Everything is related to technology, from your tractors to like your Glade plugins now. So we need people to program those things. So get them into game design first. Maybe they like games, but then maybe they're like, oh, okay, I kind of like actually just working with the programming and logic, and then they can take that and go elsewhere with it. And then eventually we get things like autonomous cars and then, fly rockets to the moon and Mars and things like that. So it could all start with just games.
Okay, thank you so much.
Right, thank you.
Now we know a little bit more techniques about game designing. That's all from us. Back to the studio.
Livestock production is pursuing an interesting topic, processing piglets in their class. Let's take it over to that side of campus to get the scoop.
Hey guys, I'm Hunter. I'm here with Mr. F. So Mr. F, we heard that you're doing piglet processing in your class. Can you tell us all about that?
Yes, what we're doing is learning how to process piglets whenever they're born. When I say process, I don't mean butcher them, but they have to get iron shots when they're born. We have to dock their tails like that. We have to cut their teeth, their milk teeth, needle teeth, should I say. You cut those, all four of them like that. Then we also ear notch them on their ears, depending on when they're born, what number they are, and all that good stuff. So we'll notch their ears like so. And then the last thing to do is the males are being castrated, and so I've taught them the process. We do the incision, and then we remove the testicles like that. So.
All right, perfect. Thank you so much, Mr. F. That's it from us. Now back to the studio.
It is now time to see who we are honoring today for Black History Month.
In continuing of Black History Month, today we are celebrating Malcolm X. He was a civil rights leader who advocated for Black empowerment and self-defense. He converted to Islam and was assassinated in 1965. Now that's all, back to the studio.
Cheer team tryouts are drawing closer every day. We caught up with Miss Gaitan to get more information on the upcoming cheer team tryouts.
Hey cats, I'm here with Miss Gaitan and Mallory. So Miss Gaitan, cheer tryouts are coming out. Can you tell me the details?
So we had our mandatory parent meeting last night. It went really, really well. We have a lot of incredible girls and mascots also trying out this year. So we have our clinic, which will be on March 3rd through the 5th, which will be next week, after school from 4:15 till 6. They will learn their materials that they will need for tryouts, and then tryouts will be officially on March 7th. So we're super excited to see who comes out and makes the team.
Perfect. And Mallory, how are you preparing for tryouts?
I go to tumbling every week to get prepared, but I've also been doing cheer since middle school, so that's also
Well, good luck to you. Thank you all. Now back to the studio.
Theater has continued their pursuits, attending a clinic that is over the past weekend. Let's send it over to see what went down with that.
Good morning, cats. I'm here with Emma Poland. Emma, theater had a clinic last Thursday after school. Can you tell me what that is?
Yes, so for one act, we've been practicing for a bit now, and we had our first clinic, which is basically getting somebody from the outside of Calallen Theater and bringing them in, and I'm pretty sure this person was from a college, so she watched our show and gave us a bunch of notes on what we could do better, certain set things that we needed to change, and just all around super good notes for us to use.
And what did you learn about yourself?
I learned that we talk too fast in the show, and so we need to slow the show down, and there's a lot of other stuff that we need to work on since the play is 40 minutes and we perform it under 30, so we need to work on figuring that out. And
when is your guys' next clinic going to be?
Our next clinic is this Saturday at Del Mar College, so I'm very excited.
Well, thank you, and let's take it back to the studio.
Now let's send it over to Callie for Wildcat Media after a quick break from our sponsor.
Do you get hungry in the morning? Do you crave a good place to eat breakfast? Stop by Sonic for an excellent section of breakfast items, like the hefty breakfast toasters, the solid breakfast burritos, or the fan favorite, the French toast sticks.
This is how you Sonic.
Thank you, Acres. Welcome back to Wildcat Media. Wildcat Media is sponsored by Sonic, America's Drive-In. Our very own Coach Mora and student Jenny Pickens were honored by the Corpus Christi chapter of the Daughters of American Revolution. We are super proud of them. Now that's all for media. Back to the anchors.
Thank you, Callie.
Now let's send it to Maddie with the rundown on sports right after this short break.
Morning, Kyle. And baseball is hosting a tournament this weekend, or in this week. Thursday and Friday we play at 6 o'clock and 8:15, and Saturday we play at 12:15 and 5:45. Make sure to come out and support the Cats. Thank you. Now back to the studio.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Calallen Wildcat Sports is brought to you by Southern Charm Home Cooking. Tonight's soccer plays against Beeville at Beeville. We have a couple of the players here for their thoughts on the matchup.
Hi, I'm Quentin here with Manny and Brian. Manny, I heard you guys have a game tonight at Beeville. What's going on?
Yeah, we got a game away at Beeville tonight at 7:30, and I think we're prepared enough to win this game, and yeah.
And Brian, what did you guys do to prepare for this match?
So we've just been practicing our shooting, our crossing, and just our position overall, just passing the ball, getting around everything, and just trying to get the ball behind the net.
That's good to hear. Thank you guys very much. Back to you.
Another home game will happen to campus as softball will be battling against Bishop. We interviewed Audrina to get her thoughts.
Hey cats, today I'm here with Audrina. So Audrina, tonight y'all have a home game at 6:30 against Bishop. Can you give me your predictions for the game?
I think that we're going to do really good. I think we're going to work as a team and come on top with the win.
Okay, well, good luck to y'all and back to the studio.
And finally, track will have a meet here, not tonight, but Thursday. We have the inside look on this upcoming event.
Hey cats, I'm Grant. I'm here with Coach Smith. Coach Smith, I heard you had a track meet coming up this Thursday. Can you tell me about where it is and when it's happening?
It's here at Calallen on Thursday. Starts at about, I think, 1 o'clock or so is when we're going to start doing field events. Should be a good time. It's nice to have one at home finally rather than driving out to other places. So should be a good time, and we'll keep getting better in track.
Thank you. That's all, and back to the studio.
And that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Now let's take it back to the anchors.
Maddie.
Now it's time your local weather report with Brandon right after this short break.
PSA, PSA, PSA. Hey, listen up, cats. Too many unexcused absences are going on right now. If you keep accumulating unexcused absences, we're going to end up going to truancy court. And we don't want that, right? Bring your notes in, parent notes or doctor's notes. Have a great day.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Your weather forecast is brought to you by Baytech Robinson Families. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Those weathers are still in the mid 70s, high 60s. Looking at our current conditions here today, 64 degrees with near calm winds with clear skies and 0% chances of rain. Just how I like to see it. Though looking at our regional dropout radar here for today, we are currently under no current alerts and we are dry throughout the whole area. Looking at our 2 through 10 here for today, 74 degrees at 2 p.m. with clear skies at 13 southeast winds. At 6 p.m., 69 degrees, always dying down at 14 southeast winds, though at 10 p.m. dying down to 64 degrees with 12 south-southeast winds. Though looking at our 3-day outlook here for today, we are going to be partially cloudy for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, with Wednesday being at 78 degrees with a 0% chance of rain. On Thursday, 77 degrees with a 0% chance of rain. And on Friday, 74 degrees with a 0% chance of rain. And with that, let's take it back to our anchors.
Thank you, Brandon.
And that's all your announcements for today, but now it's time for your joke of the day. So guys, what kind of cheese is never your own?
Oh no, Emma, what kind?
Nacho cheese.
Nacho cheese.
For all you social people out there, make sure you follow us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at Calallen TV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos.
And as always,
stay classy, Calallen.